Adrian Wojnarowski tweeted, Knicks president Leon Rose will soon begin his search for a new head coach. And Tom Thibodeau is a front runner out of the gate. That's what sources are telling him at ESPN. Tom Thibodeau to New York. 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 New York. New York. Yeah, Tibbs coaching the Knicks. That's funny. That's pretty funny. That's a good one. I mean, that's never going to happen. We can talk about it all day. Yeah, but there's no way that's happening. You're kidding me. The Knicks can't even have a front runner already. How can you have a front runner when you haven't even started the interview process? Hello? It's crazy. That's not going to happen. There's so many other coaches out there. They can go with Mike Miller, who they already have, who has been doing a pretty good job since he took over for Fizdale. I've heard that Mike Woodson could be a candidate. He did a pretty nice job when he was with the Knicks a few years ago. Got him to the playoffs. Not too many Knicks coaches can say that. Kenny Atkinson, he's another guy. He just finished up in Brooklyn. The dude won't even have to move. I think any of those guys would be great. But this whole idea of Thibodeau already basically being the coach for the Knicks, it's crazy. It's crazy. I know that Woj is like the king when it comes to NBA rumors, breaking NBA news, all that. But everybody's wrong eventually, and this is just an instance of Woj getting his sources mixed up, and that's fine. That's fine. Leon Rose knows what he's doing. There's no way that Tibbs is going to be the new Knicks coach. Tom Thibodeau as the next Knicks coach. Okay, yeah. That's for sure going to happen. Yeah, Knicks coach Tom Thibodeau. Yeah, that's got a real nice ring to it, doesn't it? Yeah. Can't believe this franchise, man. Oh, so stupid. This team has absolutely no idea what they're doing. What, they've been to the playoffs once in like 20 years, and now they're going to have Tibbs be the new coach? Thibodeau, do you know what this guy does to his players? This guy is going to run the players into the ground. I hope we're ready for every guy on the roster to suffer an ACL tear by the All-Star break. Let's get ready for Taj Gibson to play 48 minutes every single night, lead the league in minutes played. What, you gonna call Lul Deng out of retirement? Yeah, and forget any of the young guys ever getting any run again on this team. Might as well trade Frank, might as well trade Kevin Knox. They're never gonna play again. Just because Tibbs was an assistant with the Celtics when they won a championship, everybody's like, oh, this guy's the greatest coach. He's going to be awesome. No, it doesn't work that way. The players can't relate to him. He can't coach in the modern NBA. He's too rigid of a coach. His offensive schemes don't work in the NBA, and his defense is way overrated. The league has passed him by. I'm sorry, but Tibbs, you can't make it in the league anymore. This dude can't adapt his coaching. He's finished. It's done. He's washed up. The Knicks are a mess. I can't believe what this franchise is doing. Never going to be a fan of this team again. Okay, well, all right, how about this? What if we make Thibodeau like an associate head coach, and then we can have a real head coach lead the team? Tibbs knows he's only got one shot left in the NBA. He's going to be on his best behavior. And no matter what the front office says to do, he's going to do it, right? I mean, he has to. He doesn't have any other choice. If the front office wants more shooting and a fast-paced offense, then maybe we can let Tibbs pick a couple of veteran guys that maybe he's had in the past that he would want on the team. And he can play them as many minutes as he wants to. That'll make everybody happy, right? Ugh. This is such a Knicks move. Cannot believe what this franchise is doing. I mean, we're never even going to sniff the playoffs again with Dolan running things. Can you just sell the team? I mean, it would just be the best for everybody. Just sell the team. This team has no direction. They're just recycling retread coaches over and over again. We need like an outside of the box coaching hire or something. Tibbs, what? You can't have Tibbs be the coach. You can't. I mean, Mitch and RJ are the only two players with any kind of future on this team, and Tibbs is just going to run them into the ground, or he's not going to play them. So what, you got Mitch, RJ, and 50 power forwards? What kind of team is that? This team's a laughing stock, man. Like, whenever you say the Knicks, it's just a complete embarrassment. I can't even believe it. I don't know why I even bother anymore. It's just so stupid. Maybe it's not going to be too bad. I mean, Tibbs did lead the Bulls to that number 1 seed that year, and he goes to the playoffs pretty much every season. You can't deny he's one of the best defensive coaches out there, and the Knicks need that. If you get Tibbs, the Knicks could end up being one of those 90s Van Gundy teams. Tibbs was even an assistant back then in the 90s, so he knows what it's like to coach in New York. He knows all about the pressure here. He knows what the fans want. He understands the city. After all, he does have some success stories. I mean, who would have thought that Jimmy Butler would have been the type of player that he turned out to be? Nobody ever thought that. When he was in Minnesota, the guys played hard for him. They liked him, it seemed like. A lot of his former players love him. Tibbs isn't a dumb guy. He knows that the NBA is different now. He knows that he's going to have to make some changes if he wants to succeed. This whole thing about running guys into the ground during games and practices, that just doesn't fly anymore. This was all before load management, and that's a thing now. So Tibbs understands that. Yeah, things are going to be fine. It's going to be good. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine.